Hi and welcome to another video. Today we're going to look at the DJI Osmo Action 5 Pro action camera. So this is the adventure combo. It's a bundle they do. I think they also say it is standard, but the adventure combo, it contains 3 batteries, a battery charger and a case as well. You can keep them in there, and the extension rod or the extension stick. So let's see what's on this side. It shows you that you can use it with your motorcycle while trekking, skiing, under the water. So that's quite cool. So yeah, let's just open it up and see what exactly do we get. So let's do that. So inside you get 2 other boxes and the stick. Now that's the stick that it comes with, and as you can see it has the GoPro mount in here. Let's see if we can remove that. That's fixed, and then on the bottom you have a tripod mount. That's how I call them, one of those little screws that you can screw this into something else. This handlebar is rubberized, feels nice to the touch. It also has like a little hole in there for a lanyard or something. Clip it onto your backpack. Let's see. What does it say in there? DJI Action. So this expands quite a lot from what I've seen. I think it's about maybe almost 2 meters long. As you can see, it keeps on going and going and going and going and going and going. Very useful, and you don't need to give it all out. You can have it a bit smaller, or you can just have it like this and you can vlog around. Very useful to have. So now let's quickly have a look. So this is where we have the Osmo Action 5 Pro camera. And this is where we have the accessories. So let's have a quick look at the accessories first. We create a bit of suspense. That's all it is in there. So this is how you download the app. And also they have a light cut software, which is useful. So yeah, we have this. We have this one. I'm not going to even open it. It's like a user kind of manual and stickers with DJI. Let's have a look on this one. That's where we have the case for the batteries, and you can see the DJI logo, quite slim. 3 LEDs, a button. Not sure if this opens the... this is just so you could test, so you could check what's the state of the batteries. A USB-C for charging the batteries on a side, and when you open it you can see that you get 3 batteries of 1950 milliamp, and that's how you remove them. Push them a bit in, and you leave them to charge. So that's that. Then you get the USB-C to USB-C cable for charging. They always provide this. So far I think maybe the batteries, they last a bit longer. I can't remember what's the capacity on the DJI Osmo Action 4, but I think they say that these ones would last you a bit longer, quite a bit longer actually. So let's see this. So this is the mini, I can't remember exactly how it's called this, but I'll show you in just a minute. So there's you should have two, one that is smaller like this and one a bit larger. It's how you remove the accessories. It allows you to have a fast swap. You can see there's two little brackets in here. Just press them down and it releases from the camera. So now let's have a look on the camera itself, see what we get in here. So we get two things. So first of all, we get the camera itself, and then we get this, which is the camera case, I think. So that's the camera case, and it has a few other things in here. Let's see if we can push them all out. Okay, so that's the camera case, and I think I understand what they mean by a smaller one and the bigger one of this. So I think this one goes well, the magnet is quite strong in it, so it goes on the side. You press this in and that's it. Now it's in. So this is very useful when you're gonna do vertical filming, portrait filming. Yeah, so if you want to remove it, you just release the clip and then drag it out. So that's the camera case. It opens up like this, so it expands a bit, so you could fit through your camera. You get two screws, and then in here you get another mount like this, and so you get another mount in here. They seem to be the same kind of size, and then the camera itself. Yeah, so that's the camera itself. DJI, that's the record or take a photo button. I think that's for the microphone on the top. Power button, and I think you see it swaps through some of the modes, or maybe it swaps to the front and back cameras. I think on these ones they do operate at the same. Actually, no, this might be for the modes, because on these ones the front and back screens, they operate at the same time, I think, simultaneously. Where like in the previous model I had, which was the first generation of this, you could switch between them. So yeah, that's where you have this mount again. So you just press on that, and then they should go in. That's it. So that's your mount. It's quite nice that you don't really need to use the case if you don't want it. You think it's nothing. It's not. You don't do any dangerous sports where this might fall. Anyway, it stays very well in there. So let's remove this. So the battery, that's where it would be, also with the micro SD card. We will have a look in just a second on the website and see up to what kind of storage will take. And in here I think there's a helmet mount. And with some fit that you can put on. So yeah, that's the like a helmet mount, which is quite good to have. And it comes with one of these pre-installed. I think this is the same size as that one, to be honest. Yeah, they're exactly the same. So yeah, and then the two screws. Okay, so I have checked, and it takes up to 1 terabyte, which we have in here. So I'm gonna put this in now. Which way? Guess is this way. If that's the way, I mean, yeah. So it goes like that. So you put it in, and then slide in position. And now let's take one of the batteries, and you have to align it with that. As you can see, that's the correct way. And you just push it down in a little bit. You close this by sliding it, and then you just remove this to finish the unboxing. And that's the lens. And he also has which I see it's already installed, this rubber cover for the lens, because otherwise it's like that. So it has this rubber cover, which I'm going to try and put it back on now. And that's very useful because it protects the margins of the lenses. It also comes with the lens in here, so you can unscrew this, and if this breaks, you can replace it. They sell it on their website. So yeah, let's have a quick look now on the specs. So it weighs 146 grams, waterproof up to 20 meters without the waterproof case, and if you get, which I guess you buy it separately, up to 60 meters with the waterproof case. It has 3 microphones. I think one of them is in front in here, those ones on the top, and probably some other ones. I think this one in there maybe. I'm not 100% sure. What else I can tell you? Yeah, I'm quite happy to see that they actually mentioning that it takes micro SD card up to 1 terabyte, because you'll be surprised to know that this 1 terabyte micro SD card, it works pretty well even into their first generation. So I was able to take photos, videos, and it was brilliant. But they would say only, I think, something like 256 maybe gigabytes. The sensor, they say it's a new sensor that they're using, but it's 1.3 inches CMOS, which is the same as on the other one, but they say that this is an upgraded version of it. Yeah, for maximum photo resolution, 7296 by 5472. It does digital zoom as well on the photo and video 2 times. Not available on the slow motion or time lapse, makes sense. Another improvement in here, it's like it has a 40 megapixels for single for when you take photos in the photograph modes, and then burst up to 30 images in 3 seconds, which is quite crazy. It goes up to 4K, and it can record 3840 by 2880 at 100 or 120 FPS, and that's in 4.3 and in 16.9 that's the same, 3840 by 2160 at 120 FPS. So it goes up to 120 FPS, but if you lower it down to 1080p in 16.9, that will go, the FPS will go up to 240. So you can get 100, 120, 200, 240, which is quite cool. The reason I got this is the night mode. It has like a super night mode, and you should take brilliant videos during the night. So it says in 4K 16.9 at 3840 by 2160 160, and you can film at 24, 25 and 30 frames per second. If you go 1080, it could go even up to 60 frames per second while filming and using the super night mode. It has subject tracking as well, slow motion, hyperlapse, time lapse, and stabilization. They're using Rocksteady 3.0, Rocksteady 3.0 Plus, horizon balancing, horizon steady, video bit rate maximum it's 120 mbps, supported file system exFAT, photo format JPEG and RAW. I think even the first generation was doing RAW. They're doing such amazing cameras. Even the first generation was still a brilliant camera. The only downside was during the night. Otherwise, you would do pretty much everything what these ones are doing now. Yeah, and this one, the difference between the previous models, this one has a 64 gigabytes built-in storage. And then you can expand it with whatever micro SD card you put in. Audio, 48 16 bits AAC, battery type lithium 1S, and the capacity, like I said, it's 1950 milliamp. So you can run in temperatures between -20 Celsius to 45 degrees Celsius. Charging temperature between 5 degrees to 40 Celsius. Operating time 240 minutes. The previous models were 160 minutes. So yeah, that's a real improvement. With the Wi-Fi protocol is 6.0, so this is using the latest Wi-Fi protocol. Bluetooth operating frequency, and using Bluetooth 5.1. Maybe the reasons why not 5.3 or 5.4. But yeah, these are the specs. I hope I didn't bore you with the specs. So let's get into it. I'll put the battery in, the micro SD card. I'm going to quickly show you and show to myself as well how you fit this in here. I guess this is the front and that's the back of it. So you just have to push that up like that, and then you slide it in. I actually prefer the whatever was used in previous models, like in the how it's called, in the Osmo Action 1. This is a bit of a struggle, unless I'm not doing something correctly. I find it a bit odd how it goes in, unless I'm doing something wrong in here. I don't really want to scratch it because it's brand new, but it doesn't go very easy in here. I guess it's ragged enough, so you just have to stop worrying and then just push it in, and that's it. Now it's fully in. That's how it looks like. Cool. So let's try this mount quickly. See how it's doing. So that's how it would look like, and then you put the tripod and you hold it. Enough with that. Let's just get on and see how it looks like and how it operates. I'm not bothered removing this yet, but let's press and hold the power button, and you see it has auto rotating in all modes. And one thing I forgot to tell you, which I think is brilliant, they're using OLED displays front and back. Who does that? Only DJI. So let's go through this. English. This is something you have to do it. You have to do it with your phone. So please bear with me for that. So the only thing is, like, the app. I don't know if it's in the store, or maybe it is. But when you scan it, you can just it takes you to a guide which you could follow, and you can learn more about the camera, how to attach the battery, charging, activation, blah blah, all that kind of stuff.
Introduces the operations and settings required for the first time use of Osmo Action 5.
So let's just get this app. So it's installed. Let's open it. We have to agree with the policy, guys. So once the app is installed and you accept all you want, it's up to you if you want to accept. If not, don't use the app. Connect and capture. It's just explaining what you have downloaded and edit, your profile if you have an account, and then in here you have like home screen design update, all these features which you could go, and then also the 16 courses you could learn about photography and how to use, but it looks like it shows for the Action 4 for some reason, and then straight away it just discovers your device, and then you just connect. And what's happening when it connects, apart of the fact that you match the numbers, it will you have to also agree with more stuff, and then it's going to activate the camera to receive the warranty. So let's just allow access. Can I skip this for now? It's not to access the Osmo device. Okay, let's just allow access. Okay, so it's just saying activate after login. I might not want to log in, but it looks like I have to. Can't I just go and use a guest? Not really. Okay, so let me log in and I'll get back to you. Okay, so when you first start, it's going to show you the button instructions. So that's the shutter record button, quick switch button. So let's see, press switch shooting modes. Yeah, like I thought. Mark highlights during video or slow motion video recording. Press and hold to power it on or off. Screen gestures, swipe horizontally. That's how you get to switch between the shooting modes. Swipe inward from edge. Swipe down from top edge to enter control center. Zoom, tap and hold. Zoom to open the slider. So you tap and hold. Okay. You can also do live streaming. Manage files with efficiency, they say, and the advanced skills with tutorials, and then upgrade firmware regularly. Okay, let's see. So then now it's actually connecting, so let's just join and let's see. So straight away it says there's a firmware update available. I'm going to see if I can skip it for now. And yes, that worked. So we are in the app. Everyone is used to how this app looks like. So you have home, where is this area, DJI store, blah blah, all this kind of stuff. Editor, where you edit your videos. Profile, your profile. If you press on the camera, that should normally open. I'm going to allow it full access. So just so you'll see, that's how the camera is. I was in, now it's landscape, and then portrait mode, which is very useful. So let's just have a quick look. Obviously we'll show you the playback, so you can see your videos. Let's see what options we have in here. So you can enable the pro mode, which allows you access to extra features. Loop recording, FOV, wide, AIS, Rocksteady. We just have to learn about all this. For now, I'm not really sure. White balance, color mode. So that's what we have in there. If we turn this off, it shows a bit less, I think. Yeah. Overexposure, histogram, timecode display. I'm gonna turn it off for now. We keep it simple. So then let's see. So that's what's in here. And then in general, you have device management, storage management, and it shows that that's the internal storage and the SD card storage. And I can format the external storage as well and the SD card, which is very interesting. Wi-Fi settings, voice control, and then it will tell you about the camera. And at the moment is on 1080, and as you can see, the video frame rate goes all the way up to 240. And if I change it to 4K, goes up to 120. This is the zoom. Let's see how nice the zooms 2 times. So let's see, for example, you wanna see that. So let's see what's the difference if I go down. It helps, you know. It definitely helps. Otherwise, as you can see on the top in here, it shows the battery life, 44%. RS, I'm not sure if these are any clickable. Let's back to that. And then in here down the bottom you have all the modes: hyperlapse, time-lapse, slow motion, super night, video, photo, live stream. Then you log in with your live stream platform, Facebook, YouTube, RTMP. So yeah, that's kind of it. Let me show you from the phone, from the camera itself, just to see how it looks like, see how the colors are. But that's pretty much it. What I'm gonna do, I want to go for a little walk and use that night mode and see how good it is when you're taking a video. So that's how it films. I remember Rocksteady was amazing even on my other one, on my old one. I still have some videos in here from the old one, and it was still amazing. So let's just see. So that's how it films. Let's just play again. So that's how it films. Nice. And then you can modify everything in here, as well as in that application called I forgot the name of it, Light Cut, that you can download, and it's free from what I know. And the photo itself, loads of pixels to play with. You can also use it in RAW mode. So yeah, let's put the phone away and just have a quick look on the camera itself. Actually, I think before you do that, because you see it says it's used on the phone, so you have to go and exit from here. So you go and press home, and then you just maybe quit the app, and then it goes back in here. Okay, so that's how it looks like in here. So let's just try what they say. Very nice and clear. So that's how you change the video modes. Actually, it's teaching us now. Tap to preview photos and videos. Tap to adjust the volume. Let's see. So that's how it films. I think here was the speaker actually on the top. So that's how it films. You know, those dots that we've seen. So from here, to adjust the zoom, you tap and hold, and then you go like that. I like that. Then you go like on Apple. Let's see. So these are all your settings on the top. Enable or disable full front screen display. That's for the enable or disable voice control. You can lock the screen. That option is quite annoying. I remember I had it in the previous versions as well. So pretty much everything is like, well, what's nice about this is like it's using both screens at the same time, which I find it quite nice and amazing. And you can even hold it like this, like a tiny mobile phone. That's for the brightness. Quick switch menu, and then if we go in here, you get more settings. Wireless microphone, if you want to add one. I think that's if you want to add an extra one. Here they sell the microphones as well. Sorry, it's not focusing. Single, so you can even have it as single screen. I like that they've done that. Single screen preview, screen off when locked, voice control, English, always on display, built-in microphone audio backup, OTG connection, wireless connection, sounds on high, grid, naming management, screen off when recording, auto power off. Ours is set to 5 by default. Sorry, I realize you can't really see very well. So yeah, there's loads of controls in here to play with, but I know I don't want to bore you with this because you probably already know them. Really nice. I didn't know it has this as well. That's something new. So you can format your storage. And yeah, it's quite simple. But what's important is like how it filmed, and also this beautiful display that it has now, which is OLED. Yeah, so this is another thing. So you could have wide, different modes, pre-record and loop recording, and this is all your resolution settings that you can change. And then in here, obviously I've done, so if you swipe like that, but if you press on that, it will just show you your video. And that's pretty much it, guys. I'm gonna add at the end hopefully a video that I recorded in the night mode, because during the day everyone knows that they perform well. I might show one during the day as well, but for now what I want to do is definitely one during the night. So yeah, thanks for watching. Please stay and watch till the end so you could see the 2 videos which I'm gonna add. They will be filmed in the highest 4K 120 during the day. During the night, you've seen, in order to get 60 frame I have to lower it down to 1080. So yeah, we'll see which mode works better, so I'll put the best video. Thanks for watching, and yeah, I'll see you in the next one. Stay until the end. So yeah guys, that's how it looks like when I'm walking. It's quite busy in here. I'm gonna try and run a bit. Now I'm running. Let's go through here. I see a bit of a zoom. Okay. Clearly see. And there's an option for 1080p by 30 frames, which is called Super Night. And this should light up everything to the maximum. And it does a great job, but I have to say I was impressed even before, but with this it definitely brings the daylight. Skies, you see the clouds. Pretty awesome. Yeah, I can see on the little screen. You can actually see clearer than I can see with my eye.